Everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Top Four here on
Oh boy.
YouTube,
Oh,
where we talk about top four things of something that's just on our mind, almost always related to comic books. And this time, we're taking a spooky turn because it is coming up on October, Halloween. We're going to be talking about undead creatures inside comic books, heroes, villains, what have you. Uh, Tommy, you got a good one for us?
I do. I have Karl Ruprecht Cronin from the Hellboy movie of 2004. I loved this character. This character, a little bit different from in the comics, but in the movie, he was great. Uh, he was a Nazi villain who was just kept himself alive through clockwork mechanisms, and he was just a great bad guy. Because you'd kill him, you'd think he was dead, and then he'd just wind himself up and reanimate himself. And it was just fantastic. It was just
I
one
did
of
like
the,
his. I liked his backstory too. He was addicted to replacing parts of himself with mechanical parts.
yeah,
And that's kind of a cool bit. And in this particular picture, I gotta say, he looks a lot like GI Robot.
he does look a lot like G.I. Robot.
but
Right? I wonder if they ever fought because that would be cool because we know GI Robot has no love for
For
Nazis
Nazis.
whatsoever.
But he, no, he does have a love for Nazis. He has a love for killing Nazis.
Speaking of killing Nazis, Josh, who do you got?
so he doesn't really fit the bill, but thematically he feels like he's been reanimated. He is the Frankenstein's version of Superman. I've got Bizarro. He has so many incarnations over the years, so many differences. He's the same but opposite powers as Superman, except for, you can't have the opposite of super strength or super vulnerable because that would make him the worst character ever. But
That
they
would
did.
that would make him me.
Yeah, he's got bad knees. He's got, but I really just all the incarnations of Bizarro have been great. He's just a long-standing character in the DC world. And sometimes he's a lovable idiot, and sometimes he's a maniacal killer. You never know what you're gonna get.
Kind of
He
depends on the
hate
writer on that one. But if Superman is alive, it makes absolute sense to me that he
Huh?
isn't.
See? Huh?
So I'm with you on this one.
I can
Mikey,
rationalize this all day.
Mikey, who'd you pick, brother?
so the category was reanimated characters, and nobody is. I think gets reanimated more in the DC universe
Ah,
Oh.
than Ra's al Ghul, the Demon Head. He is a Batman villain created in the 1970s. Uh, re gets reincarnated, reanimated. His body has to be put into a Lazarus pit. He comes back, and as soon as he does, he loses all his mental faculties for a little while. They have to keep him calm down. He has been around for centuries and is one of the best Batman villains out there, and the grandfather of Damian Wayne.
ooh. So he's got some lineage, Damien does.
Yeah,
I love this idea too because when you said reanimated, I wasn't thinking about, people who just keep getting reanimated like this. And Ra's al Ghul definitely fits that bill.
yeah.
How many times do you think he's been dipped?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
In the winter, he probably does it once a week just to keep
Oh,
A
himself
lot.
shiny.
he's going to
A
tearing that shit
lot.
up. A lot. It's a lot. Speaking of someone who you just can't kill because he'll just get right back it up, that's one of my favorites of all time, and that is the monster, sometimes called Frankenstein. Frankenstein the Creature Commandos, when I was a kid, was one of my absolute favorite comic books when I could get my hands on it. To tell you the truth, I only remember ever reading three or four of them because there just weren't that many around, and two of them were in the Palmer Public Library of all places. And I wasn't, in a spot where I could just go find comic books, especially old ones. That just wasn't something we could do very much as kids. Going to a comic book store that had long boxes and short boxes of stuff like this was a rarity in the extreme. Do you guys ever remember going to anything like that when you were kids?
No.
No, I do remember going to the Palmer Public Library and reading the same comic books that you read.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that his name in the 70s was Taylor.
Taylor. Name's Taylor,
Yeah,
of
he
course.
had a
Yeah.
regular name.
Yeah.
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 Taylor.
Yeah.
That's his name, Taylor.
Yeah.
And that young man later on became Taylor Swift.
But
Rags to riches story.
Yeah.
I love the idea that the monsters. You know me. I love the heroic arc, and nothing says that better than seeing the monster, rising above his brute self and helping the United States during World War II, fighting Nazis. He's gone through a bunch of permutations in DC Comics over the year. In the now Creature Commandos that's on television with Amanda Waller in charge of Project M for Monster, I suppose it is. He's very different, obsessed with the bride, but he keeps that he keeps that Frankensteininess of him that I love so much. It's a real fun comic book for me to read.
yeah, if you are interested, Frankenstein Agent of Shade is a really great comic that came out probably about 10 years ago. Very good series, especially if you like supernatural.
Yeah, it did. Who was their computer tech guy?
Uh, you might be thinking of the Howling Commandos, where it was one of the giant,
I was. They
yeah,
had a kaiju,
they had a kaiju who was their tech
but it
guy.
was their guy in the chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like we had a kaiju, but you wouldn't believe this guy in a computer. Hold on.
Hold
Kaiju. Oh, we've never had better. Guy in the chair.
But think about the ergonomic keyboard for that guy.
They do. They show
they
it.
had to.
Like every single key is like a city bus with a letter like M or. It's yeah. I do have at least one or two honorable mentions. We really should say Solomon Grundy, one of the long-running zombies of the DC universe. Yeah, the DC universe should be mentioned. There's not a lot of zombies out there that have as much staying power, no pun intended, as Solomon Grundy. I think there was a GI zombie.
Well,
Swamp Thing, Man Thing.
Deathlock, I would say,
Oh,
over in
Deathlock.
Marvel.
I definitely wouldn't
on.
put Man Thing as a zombie. Plant creature.
No, but reanimated.
Reanimated, absolutely. Tom, you got me on that. Absolutely reanimated.
So if anybody hasn't watched it, the first few episodes of Marvel Zombies is out
Oh,
on Disney
yeah.
Plus,
It's
and
good.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that sometime this week. That sounds
Some
pretty good.
good stuff.
All right, I guess that'll about do it for us for this week. Hey, everybody, if you do want to help us out, though, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go look for us at other places. We have other podcasts. If you want to hear them, go wherever you hear podcasts, right, Mike?
Yeah, or you could go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/the Longbox Guys, where we do the Longbox Library. This week, we interviewed Sasha Kaplan, a comic book historian who is helping with a anthology comic called Chutzpah. If you want to hear
Yeah,
about that, go over and check out that on Patreon.
Yeah, or just jump on Kickstarter and search for Jewish comics. You'll find Hudspeth.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.